This is the curse of going deep into a subject that everything else around you fades away. In fact, to build a business, you need elements that generally come with shyness. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can sell as a shy entrepreneur. A lot of my very successful entrepreneur friends are generally not really comfortable being in public appearance. So here's what we are going to talk about: how shyness comes with some of the elements that are essential to be a successful entrepreneur. And second is how you can still sell profitably and how you can truly promote your business. So let's talk about the first one, which is why most of the entrepreneurs are generally not comfortable with public appearance. One of the big reasons is because they are very focused people and sometimes almost autistic. Your autistic traits give you the ability to focus on a very challenging task for a longer period of time, which is very essential to be a successful entrepreneur. But then it is also a challenge, at least in your own mind, that you might find it very hard to talk about things in public. And every time you will try to explain your product, you will get into this thing called techno-babble. You are so deep into your subject, you will talk about a lot of things relevant to your product, but not relevant to the people who want to buy that product. It's very important thing to understand. So you might use a lot of jargons and a lot of new terminologies that you discovered while you were working on the topic, or because you were nerding out about marketing and product and everything. You will use the words that your market is not using, and that is a challenge in sales. If you want to sell your product, you cannot sell it by being in your shoes. You need to get into your customer's shoes, and probably they are not using the words that you are using while you are promoting your product. This is why every time I go to an event and I see people who are very talented, very intelligent people, but then they are on the stage, they are explaining their product, and suddenly no one is taking interest. In fact, it is actually boring to watch a lot of them. And there is a trick how you can get over this. So let's talk about this now. So there are only three things that you need to work on. Number one is articulation. You see, the way we become an entrepreneur is by solving a complex problem, and making it simple. And articulation of ideas is very similar process. So essentially what you want to do is all the things that you have in your mind, you need to bring them into the paper. You want to start writing things down. And when you are writing it, you might want to write it as you would speak about them, whether it is about a product or a new way of solving a certain thing or features of your product. You have to write all these things down, and then you need to kind of dumb down that idea. So this is my second topic: dumbing down your ideas, because most of the people who are going to use your product, the majority of sales and majority of conversions are going to come from people who are beginners. So what you want to do is you want to dumb down the ideas. Don't get into this techno babble. You might want to use the words that a regular person would use. So this is the second thing, dumbing down the ideas. And the third thing is speaking to express, not to sell. Now this might be contradictory, because a lot of gurus out there will tell you about a lot of persuasion techniques that you need to nerd out when you want to sell. But in my experience of running business and helping a lot of other people build their successful businesses, is that the belief that words are responsible for sales is not entirely true. Now, let me get this straight. Words are important. The way you are going to articulate your ideas and how you are going to present those ideas, it matters. But the most important thing for that conversion to happen is not words, but the energy. What kind of energy that you are bringing in your sales process, whether it is through your website or your live webinars or when you are in the event trying to promote your product, it all depends on the energy. And that energy that needs to vibrate with the same energy that your customers are vibrating with, the kind of attitude that you have towards your product and the passion that you bring into that process, that is going to sell your product. It's so important to realize that, because otherwise you will run behind these hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of courses which will not give you what is absolutely necessary to sell your product in the real market. So these are the three things. Number one is articulating your ideas. Second is dumbing it down your ideas. And third is bringing the right energy. Now, as a bonus, use technology. Now you do not need to show up on camera all the time to sell. Yes, that will increase the conversion, that will increase the trust and authority, but if you absolutely are not ready, use the technology. Use the words through your website and use the tools that can promote on behalf of you. But still, you need to maintain that energy because that is going to penetrate through people's hearts to create that space for conversions. This is how you sell as a shy entrepreneur. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box. And if you like this video, make sure to save it, share it with someone who might find this video useful. And if you are here for the first time, make sure to subscribe this channel and give me a like. It really helps me create videos like this. I'll talk to you in the next one.